Hi everybody, and welcome to our Canva Empower Ed, where we're going to have a look at the Canva platform. And I'm really delighted to be joined by Jade. And it's really lovely to meet you, Jade, and for you to come on and share your insights and expertise with our community. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited to connect with your community and share some really good Canva tips and tricks.
That's super. And do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself so that our community can find out who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I am the community manager for Canva here in the UK. I've worked in education for a very long time. So I've worked in schools as a school leader, as a consultant, and also as an ed tech specialist. So I was a Canva super fan before I joined Canva in January of this year. So yeah, I love it. It's a fantastic tool, and I'd love to see as many teachers and students using it as we can.
Oh, that's super. Thank you, Jade. And just before we get started, I just want to tell our community how much we like Canva. And I'm not just saying that, we actually use Canva every single day. We do all of our graphics on there. We do all of our, well, everything goes onto Canva. And it's such an easy platform to use that even I can have a go. So I hope you guys really enjoy this session with Jade. I know you're going to teach us some really useful tips, and I'll let you share your screen so that we can get started on your really handy session. Oops, sorry.
So, you can see my screen already. Brilliant.
Yes.
Let's present so we can make it a little bit bigger. So let's get started. So welcome to an introduction to Canva for Education. In this session, I am going to give you a brief overview of what Canva is all about for those of you who are unaware who we are and what we do. I'm then going to give you a live demo focusing specifically on how to create a newsletter and a website. And then I'm going to tell you about some amazing resources, events, and how to access Canva completely for free. Okay, so let's get started with what is Canva for Education. So Canva began in 2013. We are on a mission to empower the world to design. And we do that by providing our users with this amazing visual suite, which helps people with little to no design skills to create some amazing visual assets like docs, whiteboards, presentations, a whole host of social media templates that you can use, videos, and even websites. And the brilliant thing about Canva is it is so intuitive to use. It's really, really easy, and it's going to save you a ton of time either preparing resources for the classroom or preparing resources that you can use to communicate to your parents with. So Canva for Education was launched in 2019, and now we have 70 million students and teachers using Canva every month across the globe. Collectively, we've designed 1.5 billion designs. It's used in 190 countries, and we provide Canva for Education 100% free to primary and secondary schools. Now, in addition to giving you access to all of those pro tools and all of our library of photographs and videos and elements that you can use completely for free, we've also created over 80,000 education-specific resources. So these are templates that you can use to create visuals in your classroom, or even kind of resources for your subject areas, English, maths, science, computing. These resources are all created by teachers who work for Canva on a freelance basis. And you'll be glad to hear that we have a team of UK teachers that are actually creating resources specifically for the UK curriculum. So lots and lots of great things that you can access 100% for free. Okay. We've also been working with some big brands like the New York Times to provide you with some ready-to-teach lessons. So these kind of cover the core curriculum areas like maths, science and English, but you'll also see a suite of lessons there to help your students prepare for future skills ready for the workplace. So why is Canva for Education for free? Well, our founders believe in doing as much good in the world as we can. And to that point, we also believe that education is a human right. And that's why we provide Canva for Education for free. Importantly for me, as somebody who was, somebody who worked in the classroom and in schools, and who was super passionate, still am, about helping students to develop skills for the workplace. Not only will Canva supercharge your productivity and creativity, but it will also help your students to develop those skills like visual communication, collaboration, and creativity, which is really going to help them when they leave education and they get ready for the workplace. And in fact, Canva is now used by 95% of Fortune 500 companies. It's used in small and medium businesses as well. So it's rapidly becoming a must-have skill for young people. Okay, so let's dive into a live demo. I'm just going to press escape here and I'm going to head on over to the dashboard. So hopefully we can still see that. That looks amazing. Okay, so as I said earlier, we're going to focus on two different types of media for school leaders to create. One is a newsletter and the second is a website. The big takeaway that I want you to remember after you leave this session is that Canva is really intuitive and easy to use. So once you know how to create one type of document, like a newsletter or a website, it's going to be really easy to familiarize yourself with creating other tools and docs and things for social media. Okay, so let's have a look at the dashboard. So as you can see here at the top, we have this floating toolbar where you can click on to shortcut into some templates for either social media, websites or presentations. I'm just going to head over here to templates because I just want to give you a quick sneak preview of everything that we've got available for education. So here you can see the ready to teach lessons, and then you can also kind of search for those templates as well by year group and resource type. And if you scroll down, you can see here's a feed with some templates that you can just grab and adapt for lessons and to make your classroom look stunning. Okay, so let's have a look at what templates we have to create a newsletter. So I'm simply going to put in this toolbar, school templates, school newsletters. Spell it correctly. And here we go. So as you can see, we've got nearly 3,500 school newsletters, templates for you to choose. They're already made up, they're already designed professionally. All you need to do is maybe change the colour scheme to suit your school brand, add your text, and also add some pictures. So I'm going to pick this one here. So we're going to click on it. There we go. And the template's there ready for us to change. Now over here, let me show you first of all this. So as you kind of like hover your mouse over the document, you can see that all the different elements are highlighted. And when an element is highlighted, that allows you to move it and also change it. So we'll click here on this text and I can head up here. Already we've got another floating toolbar. I can click on the font and I can change the font super, super quick. You can change the size of the font and also the colour. You might want to actually add some different pictures as well into the templates. Now you can upload your own pictures here, or you can head over to Elements and access a picture from our library. So let's see what we can find. I'm going to have a look at school playgrounds. Okay. So as you can see, we've got videos, we've got photographs, and we've got elements. And it's super easy just to take one of those elements, drag it over, and add it to your document. I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to show you how to add even over a photo. So this will be a photo frame. So we'll just pick a photo and there you go. It's quickly added to the frame. So it's really, really easy. Now I want to show you next how to change the colour scheme so it suits your school brand. So when you sign up to Canva for Education, and if you sign up as a school, you'll get access to this lovely brand kit. So every teacher that logs onto their Canva for Education account will have your logos. You'll need to upload them when you're on board, and your school colours. And this tool for me, as somebody who has been involved in, creating newsletters and school marketing materials for years, is just amazing. It's like magic. So you can head on over here, click your logo in, and add it to the doc. And we'll just put it up in the corner here. But as you can see, now the colour scheme doesn't match the logo. So we can just head over here to school colours and press shuffle, and that will quickly change the whole of the document, which I just think is amazing. It makes creating a newsletter so easy. And in fact, if we've got a Canvassador, so one of our expert teachers, she actually put a demo on Instagram recently where she created a newsletter in 60 seconds on a mobile phone. It is that easy. Okay, so just to show you one more thing before we head into websites, you also might want to add a page. And you might want a different page, a different layout to the one that we have here. So we can head up into designs and you will see once again some different templates that you can use, and you would just click on it here. And then if we want to make sure that it's in the right style, we just press on school colours. It's that easy. I would definitely recommend signing up for accounts if you don't have one already, and just having a little play around with how easy it is to create a newsletter and how quick you can do it. So once you've actually created that newsletter, you may want to share it with your parents, and you can do this a number of different ways. So we press on the share button here. You can actually download it as a PDF and then maybe add it to your parent communication platform. Or you can share a public view link. You could add it to Google Classroom as well. And what I also love is that maybe you'd like teachers to create their own class newsletter. So you could create a template that's on brand for your school, share with your teachers a template link, and then they'll get their own version of this, which then they can adapt and keep on brand. Handy little tool for everybody or anybody who actually looks after parental engagement. This lovely little magic button here allows you to check out who has viewed your document, what the engagement is, just so you can measure the kind of the impact of the newsletter with your parental community. Final thing to show you before we move on to websites, this lovely little comments button here. So you can actually highlight something, so highlight here, add a comment, and let's say you're creating a newsletter with 2 or 3 teachers. You can tag them in, ask them to add comment, ask them to add specific content for their subject area, or maybe you want to get your head teacher to sign off this document before you share it with parents. So that's a really, really lovely collaboration tool which you can use to supercharge your productivity and get that newsletter out to parents as soon as possible. Okay, so let's move on to websites. So if we click over here, we'll go back to home, and we'll head on over to the shortcut bar here, and we'll click on websites. Now, as I mentioned, I hope I'm going to show you here the point that I made earlier, that once you know how to make one document in Canva, it's really easy to learn how to make other documents. So here we are with a website template, but at Canva, we don't want you to start with a blank page. We want to make it easy. We want to provide you with some inspiration and some professional templates to make your website look super amazing. So to get started, I would head on over to the design tool here. And as you can see, we've got a range of templates that you can use here. You might want to look at class websites just to get some more that are kind of got a look and feel for the school. Or we can head on over to layouts. So as you can see here, we have created a whole set of website blocks that are beautifully designed for you to just drag and drop content in. So let's have a look at some of those. So let's click here, and it's as simple as creating a newsletter. You head on over to Elements. You can either upload your own photography, or you can add in a new one. You can also add in some videos as well. So let's have a look here. Let's actually do a search for students in classroom. And there we go. We've got some videos as well that we can just add in, and that just creates a lovely header for your website. Now, it may be that you are creating a subject specific website. Maybe it's for, let's say, English Key Stage 3, and you can't quite find the images or the videos that you want for your website. So you head on over to apps, click here, and we're going to search for Magic Media. So this is one of our AI tools. It's part of a whole suite of tools that help you to do things like, we have Magic Translate. So you can translate a document in a matter of seconds to a different language. We've got Magic Switch, that you can take a presentation or a doc and turn it into a presentation super quick. But Magic Media is specifically for creating either images, graphics, or videos to order. So let's stick on that English theme, and perhaps we want to go a bit crazy and create an image of William Shakespeare in space. And you literally, it's an AI tool, like lots of others that you will have seen, where you write a text prompt and then Canva does its magic. So let's have a look what we get. We have to give it a little minute to, we've actually clicked on graphics here rather than a photograph. So let's see what we get. Okay. There we go. I quite like that one. So we would just click on it and you can just scoot it over like that and it's in your document. I want to show you this because I was a Canva superfan before I joined, and you know, I used it every day to make resources for schools, but I didn't know everything. I didn't know everything there was to use. This I love. So if you head over to Elements, I'm going to click away from that and we're going to click onto grids. So we've got an, that just gives us a complete background space. And then we're going to take this, we're going to copy it, I'm going to paste it here. But we may want to use that on the page 100%. So let us just click on it, and we can, okay, it's done that way. So first of all, we need to detach the image, so it's free, and then we can, it needs to come out the grid. Let's detach image there. We should be able to just send this back. It's not working for some reason. Let's delete it and do something different. Head on over to photographs. That's where I click there. Put in William Shakespeare. Let's put this picture in here. I'm going to detach the image so you can see it, but you can just literally shoot it back. But if you want to maybe put it in a different grid, I love that too. It's one that I learned at Canva, so it's one of my favorites. Okay, so let's have a look let's imagine we're going to delete these now, and we're going to use one of the tools so that I can, one of the templates, so I can show you how to create and publish your website. So let's pick one of my favorites, which is Mrs. Morgan's Classroom. We can click on that and we can apply all 7 pages. So very quickly, you have a beautifully designed, simple 1-page website that you could use for classroom projects, for student portfolios, or even just a little mini microsite for, to show off a school project for your, for the wider community. So we've already looked at how to kind of really change colours. You can do it this way as well, by hand, or you can use the brand toolkit. What I want to show you now is how to create navigation for your website and how to publish it. Okay, so as you can see, let's just get rid of this here. You can see here on each of the kind of the website, they're really like a presentation slide format. I'm going to call them boxes. If you click here on each box, you can see an add notes icon. Click on that, and then for every page, I want you to add a name for that page. So for this one, I would just write welcome. Okay, and then the next one, we're going to write what's new. Give it a capital N. And then here we're going to write Zoom class. Okay. Now it's really important when you give each page a name, you actually add that in the next to the page number. I've made the mistake before of adding it into the notes, and then this little trick does not work. It must go right next to the page number. So I'm going to delete those other pages just so we don't have to give each one a name, because that will be a little bit laborious. And then I'm going to head over to publish your website. So we're going to click here. And then you can see that we have 2 boxes here automatically ticked. One is that your website will be resized for mobile. And this is a great little magic tool because most of your parents, I'm guessing, will view the website via their mobile phones like we all do. And because we've given each of these pages a name, it also has ticked the include navigation menu. So when we're ready to publish the website, we click here and we're going to give it a name, test class, and then we're going to publish it here. Okay. Oh yeah, let's publish it. Let me show you this. Hopefully this is going to work for everybody. I'm going to be able to see it without me swapping screens. Yay! So let's have a look. And as you can see, look at that. Like magic, the navigation has already been included. Scroll down, you've got a fairly simple 3-page website. So if I click back over here, I'm going to go back to our website. You can see, because we've already published it, that a nice little handy tool is here reminding us that if we make some changes, that we will need to press Edit Design first, and we can change it here. But you will need to republish the website every single time. So don't forget that if you make a change and you're ready to publish it, press Publish. Equally, you can make a change to your website, collaborate with your team by adding comments, check out the comment and check out that everybody's happy with it before you publish it. So yeah, it's a great little collaborative function, I find. We use it every day at Canva. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper into those publish settings. So you also have the option to buy a new domain for your website, or you could use perhaps a domain that you've already got for school. So you would click here and you can see that you can add your own domain. You might need to work with somebody who's got some, some decent IT skills, who knows how to work with a domain provider like GoDaddy, or you can buy a new domain from Canva. And then it takes a little bit to get it all set up, but it is really, really easy. I've managed to do it with my Canva site, so if I can do it, anybody can. Okay, so we'll click off here. Just want to show you some more tools here. So for publish settings, I'm going to unpublish website there. Yeah, so that we can have a look at these advanced settings. Let's have a look. So click here to advance. You can also press this button here and give your website a password. You can also press this button here to make sure that people, search engines like Google don't troll your website, so it gives it a little bit more privacy. And you can also make sure the link preview is disabled. So the link preview will be whatever you publish here. Now, if you plan to use this with students actually aren't allowed to publish their own websites for obvious reasons. They can share a website with the teachers, and only a teacher can make that website live. So that's just a little handy safeguarding tool that you can use. And then don't forget, again, you can also you can check out your insights here, so you can measure parental and community engagement. One more thing to show you before we move on back to our presentation. This is another Canva tool that I think makes things really super easy to use. So let's imagine you've created a website for parents, and you want to share a specific resource with them, or maybe a specific slide deck. So I'm going to click here, anyone with a link, click it over here. I'm going to head on back to my website, and I'm just going to press paste. And then what you find is that Canva will embed that document. So this is a poster, it could be a presentation, and then parents can actually scan through those multiple pages within the website. But maybe you would rather do something different. Maybe we would like to just have a link. And I'm going to copy that link and hand it over here. And we could actually add that as a button here. So you would select that. Let's just select join class, click link here, and then you would maybe add that link too. And you can add that to any element on the page, and you can also select text and make that into a hyperlink. So that's that. That is how to create a website in Canva. It is amazing. Let's move back to my presentation, and then I can hopefully I've inspired you all to sign up to Canva for Education. So now let me tell you how to get an account. So we just run through these slides super quickly. Here we go. So how to get a free account? Well, there are a couple of options. You may want to head over to canva.com/education and apply for a teacher account. This is fairly quick and easy to do. You will need to upload some ID to verify that you are currently employed as a teacher. This could be your school badge, it could be a letter from your head teacher. But if you follow the QR code there, or the link that I'm sure Lucy will put on the screen, you'll be given a list of IDs that you can use to verify your teacher status. When you've got that account, which usually takes around about 24 hours to process, you can then invite colleagues and students into your Canva classroom. The second way is to actually verify your school. So you would follow this domain here, this QR code here, and you can activate in one go accounts for all of your staff members, all of your students via SSO integration. So you would need to be using a tool like Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or something like Clever. It does take a little longer to activate, but once you're in there, it does allow you to kind of roll out across your school all in one hit, and it also gives you access to the brand kit demoed in today's session. Okay, so here are some other resources for you to kind of make use of, to kind of really either supercharge your Canva skills, or for those people who are new to Canva and want to get started. So you can scan this QR code, which will give you access to a ton of tutorials, design, playbooks, and student resources. There is a whole library of templates, toolkits, cheat sheets that are going to really speed up your learning curve. We also have a certification, self-certified course. This will take you about 60 minutes to get through. But if you're new to Canva and you've started to explore the platform and maybe some of those teacher resources, this will take you about 60 minutes to go through. It'll take you through some basic design skills, but also how to use Canva with your students, how to set assignments, how to share those with your students, how to give feedback, all of that lovely stuff. Okay. We are part of a global community. We've now got 500,000 teachers in one of our many communities across the world. And we do have one in the UK, so please do come and join us. Again, you can scan this QR code or search on Facebook for Canva for Education UK. We've got a lovely, lovely community of teachers who are sharing resources, asking questions, which are then answered by teachers using Canva in the classroom. So loads of good tools and tips over in that community. And we also run regular design challenges where we give away swag and Canva print vouchers, which come in useful if you're creating posters or maybe you want leaflets for a parents' evening. Okay, final pitch from me. We are hosting our very first Canva Connect event in London on the 28th of October. This event is exclusively for teachers, for educators. So please do come along. You will learn about all of our new resources, new features, because we've got another round of features to be launched before the end of this year. You'll also be able to meet some of our expert Canva teachers who are called Canvasssadors, who will be sharing some case studies, and you'll also be able to get some hands-on training in the play and learn section of the day. So yeah, it's a really, really great day, and we'd love to see as many people there as possible. But if you would like to come, I recommend getting your registration in fairly soon, because I think we will be sold out within the next week. Okay, and that is it. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed your demo and you all feel inspired to go and register for a Canva for Education account. Oh, I can't hear you, Lucy.
I was going to say amazing. It was really, really good. Lots of things got me excited. The first one was the newsletter. I mean, that's a game changer. I used to spend hours writing the newsletter, and I'd be writing it in Word and trying to make it look pretty, and it was a disaster. And then the other exciting thing about that newsletter, apart from the fact that it's really easy to do, but I love the fact that you can talk to your colleagues and share it and collaborate with it. That's completely game changing. Then the website idea concept is another really game changing thing, because actually the website is really challenging to keep up to date, make sure that it's okay, and update information as it comes along. If you have a new policy, etc., it's hard to do that when you're busy in school. So the fact that your website building platform is so easy to use is amazing. But again, secondly, you have that option to collaborate with colleagues as well, which is fabulous. As I said before, we use Canva as a business, and I wish we'd had it when we were at school. It would have been lovely to have it at school. And then the event, that's my last thing that I'm really excited about. We are actually coming to that event in October. So if you are thinking of coming, come and say hello. We'd love to see you. And come and tell us about your school and whether you use Canva in school. Share your ideas. We'd love to find out. We all learn from each other. Let's share that together. So so thank you so much, Jade. It's really, really helpful. And I know it's going to help an awful lot of schools out there, make their life so much easier.
I know, and the beautiful thing about Canva is newsletters and websites are just the start. There is so much more that you can explore. So if you can come to the event, and then you're going to find out about all our new features that are launching. And we've also got the team from Affinity there as well, who are this will be great for secondary school teachers, because it's another free software that we've just launched. It's a pro design tool. So come along and meet that team as well.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. So if you want some more information, head over to the Canva website, which I've just put up on the screen, canva.com/education. And if they have any questions, can they send you an email, Jade? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So I've just shared your email address, jadeph@canva.com. So you can either contact Jade directly, or if you contact us, then we'll pass it on to Jade. We don't mind. Here's the event link again in case you need it. So it's https://events.canva.com/Canva Connect London. If you've got any questions for us, you can get in touch via our website, headteacherchat.com, or you can find us on social media @headteacherchat. Thanks very much, Jade, for joining us. Really, really helpful. I know it's going to make a big difference to a lot of schools out there. Wish we'd had Canva when we were in school. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth taking a look. Thanks ever so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.